What up, y'all? It's your boy Jay Cruz, aka the AUDIOZONE here, man. First of all, thanking you guys for the support and the love of this channel, man. Today we have a very interesting. We got this car because Mopars suffer from something, and y'all don't know. I'm gonna show y'all today, but Mopars suffer from having a screen with that little blog on top. You got the key on this thing, Jay, that I can show these guys? You know what I'm saying, on YouTube what's going on? So when you see these Mopars, turn off the radio now. Maybe I can show them with the radio off. You see that little glare right there, y'all? Mopars are very famous for that. And we're about to take out this radio from this car and install a new digitizer to make it right, man. So long story short, we have a lot of other builds in the way. Alright, Cruise Crew, so I'm gonna bring this video to you guys, man. It's on a Dodge Charger Challenger, most of the 8.4 Uconnects from the Dodge platform. As y'all could tell, this one I have it here. You guys see this very famous clear thing. This is actually something that happens a lot to these Dodge radios. And it's pretty simple to fix. It's only really a digitizer. But getting to the digitizer and doing the job is actually what makes it very, very difficult. You have to be very finicky. You have to be very careful because it is a screen. So you got to remember, when you hold a TV screen, you got to be very careful how you put your hands because you can crack it. That's the same concept that goes into this. So I'm going to start getting this one apart. I'm going to give you guys a step-by-step of exactly what we do to get these screens replaced. Even though a lot of people watch YouTube and they do it yourself, it's not an easy job, so take precaution before you do it. It's kind of worth the money that you pay in labor because it is a very finicky job. I've seen them crack a lot, I've seen them break a lot, so it's kind of one of those things. But before I get into it, what I'm going to start doing is looking around the radio, checking for any kind of damages, make sure that I'm not responsible for nothing. Look at the little glue that you see here. You see this little sticky stuff right here? Let me see if I can show y'all. Let me see if I can show you. That right there is what you're going to be battling against when you stick the screen on. So it's kind of a finicky job. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting access to my digitizer, which I know I'm going to have to go inside the radio because we have to do some wire swaps and stuff like that. But I'm going to take you out to the step-by-step, so, you know, stay tuned. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to be doing right now on this unit is I got back here, I got some screws that you guys can see right here. I'm going to take that apart and start separating the radio to be able to put it back together again. So have yourself a nice little clean area where you can work. And when I take out screws, guys, I kind of do things a little bit different than most people. I actually take the screw out and I'll put this one here on my lower left. So let me get this out the way so I don't have to access that later. But let me get this out the way so I don't have to access that later. So I'll put that one on my lower left of my board of where I'm working on, so that when I come back I can put the screws back in the same exact location. So let me go ahead and get this out and start taking out these screws here. Top screw, middle top screw, top right screw. Be back, let me get a better screwdriver. So I got a bigger head screwdriver because that one wasn't doing the job I needed to. So bottom middle screw, boom, top right screw, boom, bottom right screw. So now I got these 6 screws out in their locations. Now I can start doing what is the removal of the back of the unit. So now these little metal things are going to come out. I'm going to show you how these work out. But to make it pretty simple and easy, on this screen, let me get the little metal dowels in, and I'll show you how you guys can put these back together again. But I do want to show you that this board's here and this board's here, and the only thing that's holding it is that right there. So I'm going to come and grab this here and separate that little connector. Nice and carefully. And now I can take this board and just stick it somewhere else and not have to worry about it. So now I'm dealing with the bottom board. This board actually is just going to come and pop up. So if you see this board right here, let me try to get a lower end so y'all can see more of the work I'm doing. This board here, now I'm going to come and just softly come and remove this board from here. But you got to be careful that there's wires on the other side. You see the plug right here. And I'm going to unplug this plug from here and put this on the side here. So now I'm back to the bare minimum of the screen in which I need to be at. So now I'm gonna flip this around, and on these tabs, y'all gonna notice that there's little tabs here around everywhere. I'm gonna start getting these tabs and start removing these tabs from here. Oh, I got that stuff on my shirt. I hate that. Like, I don't know why I even did that to myself, knowing better, guys. But here, start moving this here, Coming across, more tabs all the way around, as you can see right there. Come lift up the tab here. Start coming around here. Start moving over here. And then come to this corner here. And now remove this piece here, set it apart. So now we're looking at the next board. This board here, you're gonna see that it's gonna be some clips. So this is pretty easy to deal with here, y'all. You gotta lift this piece up here. That comes off. Lift this piece here. This comes off. And now you have that board off. And now you're stuck with just the screen, which is what we're trying to get to. Remove the metal bracket. And now I have the screen. So now here goes the catchy part. This screen here this is the screen, this is the digitizer. The digitizer went bad. So now we have to start separating this digitizer from the screen without damaging the screen. And that's where it becomes very finicky. So I kind of come here on the sides. Just take your time. It's better to take your time. Just grab this here. Just start separating the screen here. Just a little bit of love. You gotta do it with love. Love and patience. Just start pulling and start letting it come off slowly because there's an adhesion to it. Take your time. You can see it just start peeling. Just go slowly. Let it take the time. It's a small light process, y'all. Just take your time. Don't need to do nothing crazy or fast. Just take your time. Take your time. Finesse it and play with it. Just come and pull it out slowly. Just take your time. Just take your time. Digitizer cracked, it's fine. Now I gotta come to the other side and do the same thing. Just get it to remove itself. Just play with it slowly, y'all. Take your time. It'll get easy at a point. Just take your time. Digitizer's off. I'm gonna throw this one away. Now I gotta come back to work on this, but let me go ahead and get myself my gloves on. Alright, y'all, so now you see we got this gooey stuff. I got plastic blades, as y'all could tell, y'all. So this is plastic blades. What I do now, I just start to come and gotta get all this stuff off of this car. And it's gonna be a lot of work to do this, y'all. That's why I say it's kind of better to just pay somebody to do it for you, because you may not want to deal with this headache. got that, get the next blade. Just work your time, guys. Just work your time. And this gonna take some time, so now I'm gonna go through just cleaning up the screen. So going from this to what it has to be. Stay tuned. Alright, crew, so I got the screen cleaned up. I'm actually gonna show you where I'm at right now. I'm gonna wipe off my edges. Everything's good, but I got the screen cleaned up now. Phase 2. Open the package. Package kind of tough. Okay, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Get my new screen out. And here we go. Brand new digitizer. So now that I got this here, very carefully, because it is a digitizer, I need to get the screen out of here and get into getting the screen out for this build. You gotta be careful because it is glass, y'all, so you can't just be brutal with it. You kind of have to finesse it a little bit. They make it where it's difficult for you to get into it, which is not a good thing, but you know what I'm saying, patience is a virtue. You get a lot of things done if you got some patience. So now I'm gonna remove this. Alrighty. So now I got my new screen here. And I'm going to apply this right here. And now my screen is going to be ready to get put together again. So I'm going to start that process. I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, y'all, so now I just installed the digitizer to it. And now I'm going to reverse the process and put Humpty Dumpty together again. So let's go back and reverse everything and get it all situated, y'all. Gotta get these little clips inside here. You actually have one way to go in, and you'll notice it as you start doing it. It goes in one way, and you have to just align it in there and then lock it down. Take care of that. This board goes down. Now we continue putting Humpty Dumpty back together again. That sticky stuff be driving me nuts, y'all. So I'm gonna grab this. Grab this, feed this up through here. Start getting Humpty Dumpty back together. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. Alrighty, now let's get this rest of this thing together this thing here, connect it here. Little Teletubbies or something. Line these boards back up. And that should hopefully make this be proper. Go from the middle this time. Alright, crews, at this point in time I got the screen together. So now we have to let it sit and dry, make sure everything sits good, and give it to the technicians because they're going to install it and make sure we have a functioning unit. So stay tuned if we get this to sit, and we'll be back with you in a minute.